What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. So today we got the update notification and we have a bunch of new things to talk about. So they have added many of the legendary and mythic units in the line for getting the remix and refine. So we have units up to Mila in the line basically, and this means that this month we're obviously getting Peony Thrasir's remix. And then the next month we're going to be getting legendary Celica and most likely Brahmimon's remix. And then in May, we're going to be getting Lith and legendary Edelgard getting their remix and refine. And then finally in July we can have legendary Chrom and Mila getting theirs. So that is basically going to be the refined schedule based on the reruns that we know and based on the information that we are given in this update. And we did see Thrasir's remix in the FEH channel actually. So she is getting attack speed ideal 4, which is definitely pretty nice, especially because it's pretty easy for her to maintain the full HP condition with Killing Intent. And then Killing Intent is getting upgraded to Killing Intent Plus. So now it does inflict the exposure status on the nearest foes within 5 spaces, and also any kind of foes within 2 spaces of them. And the metagame in the Astro season is very save tank oriented because of Elimine, and just doing more damage with the exposure status is going to be helpful for not only Thrasir but also her allies. Now I just hope that the Weapon Refine has got some kind of full null follow-up or partial null follow-up to go along with the desperation effect of Killing Intent. That is going to be the perfect thing, and maybe she can just do a bit more damage. I think that would also be really helpful in dealing with many of the tanks. And then we also have Peony getting her remix to Gentle Dream Plus. So now it buffs up +4 to all of your stats and also has the debuff neutralization status effect to your allies. And that is extremely unique and really good because it is emblem proof. It is not going to be getting affected by the feud status because it's a visible status itself. And it is also going to be helpful against the debuffs that Unique can cause. So overall, I really like the fact that we have this kind of debuff neutralization. And she kind of counters the visible debuffs of Triandra too, in a way, if you think about it. So that's definitely pretty amazing. And I'm actually pretty satisfied with this remix. And they've got crossbar resistance as their Slotsy skill as the new remix, which I wish was crossbar attack. So that is Thrasir and Peony getting their remix, and we're also going to be getting their weapon refine, and we also have many other weapon refines as well. So we are going to be getting Dimitri getting his refine. We did have Claude last month, so hopefully Edelgard can get her weapon refine next month then. So Dimitri is going to be getting his weapon refine to his noble lance, and honestly it's really unimpressive at the moment, so I hope that it is a lot better than just giving him the guaranteed follow-up attack. Maybe he's able to get the Omni Breaker effect where he can stop the follow-up attacks and also get the guaranteed follow-up attack. And in the theme with Dimitri, he might be able to get some kind of true damage, similar to how Fallen Dimitri has got his true damage with his Vengeful Lance, and then Atrocity is obviously there for Summer Dimitri and Legendary Dimitri. So having some kind of true damage on his lance is definitely going to be making it a lot better for him. And I hope that they can make it unique enough so that he can stand out. Similar to what they did with Claude and his weapon refine. I think that was pretty good. We also have a weapon refine for Norne. So they're back to the demote refines, which is really good because now we can also see Bantu getting his weapon refine. So Norne is definitely a really popular merch project, but she does face competition from the new archer demotes now. Like we do have Kiragi. Norne is definitely going to be needing a pretty solid weapon refine, and her attack stat is not the highest. So maybe something that can improve her damage output, like true damage, is going to be helpful. And most people are going to be using her with Whitecap Bow Plus until then. But yeah, I know many people are going to be looking forward to her weapon refine because of how popular she is as a merge project. We also have Shadows of Valentia Catria getting her weapon refine. So she does have her Astra Blade and definitely needs more effects, especially stats. So I hope she's able to get that and also maybe get some other effects which flyers don't really have access to. So it can just double down on her nuking potential and maybe try and make it so that she can head even harder and maybe make the Astra Blade's condition a bit more lenient or give it multiple conditions so that it can trigger a lot easily. So that's my expectation out of her. And then we also have Sigrun getting her weapon refine. So there are definitely a couple of Lance Flyers that are going to be getting weapon refined this year, like Sigrun is obviously getting it. Then we have got Cormag, We also have Travant and Heath down the line. So I'm really curious to see how they differentiate these Lance Flyers in different ways with these weapon refines. Cynthia did get a weapon refine and it was definitely pretty good, and it did go well with her personality. So I'm thinking that maybe she could have a more supportive weapon refine because she is the commander of the Holy Guard of Begnion. So maybe something that could help Sanaki, or maybe that could help infantry units. You know, something like Order's buff or something like that would be pretty nice if she could get that. So I'm kind of expecting more of a supportive weapon refine for Sigrun than for, you know, just combat oriented refine. But she does have the resistance where she could try and maybe make use of the Pegasus Flight 4 at max investment. So maybe they can try and, you know, just give her some kind of visible stats so that it can make it easier for her to run that. But still, I think she's probably going to be getting a bit more supportive. I feel like Cynthia was already pretty offensive as a Lance Flyer. So just to differentiate that, maybe they will try and have a supportive one. Then we do have Year Lethe getting her weapon refined. She does have that damage reduction in her weapon, but honestly at this point you need a lot more than that. So hope that she can get some extra effects, and she's probably going to be taking a book out of the regular Lethe's weapon refine and maybe getting some effects from there, and just getting some extra stats over that. So we did know that Lethe is going to be getting the weapon refine because when the Renewed Spirit banner reran, they did say that. So Duo Alphonse is probably going to be getting his weapon refine next month, or maybe next to next month. So he's kind of, I guess, shifted in that regard. And those are all of the weapon refines for this month. For the next month, we should be getting Astrum as the Grail refine. And like I said, we could get Year Alphonse or even Year Selkie as the weapon refine, depending on who they want to do first. And Legendary Celica and Bramimond are going to be getting their remix and refine as well next month. So if you don't really feel interested in the weapon refines for this month, then these are the refines which you can look forward for the next month. Moving on, we do have the Ephemera Manuals this time, and we do have Valentine Alfonse here with Amity Blooms, which is a pretty decent green, you know, tome which can provide you the healing. But I think that at some point we're going to be getting the Arcane Green Tome, and that is ultimately going to be much better than you know, the inheritable tomes that we have right now. He does have Defense Rest Form and also Bold Fighter, so not the most insane skills honestly. And we have Leila, who definitely provides a bit better skills because she does have Life and Death 4. So this is going to be helpful on any kind of unit who wants to run AoE specials and is offensive. So you can try and run Life and Death 4 and just increase your visible attack stat. And she also provides the Rally Plus skill and the Ruse skill at the same time. So that is also the fodder that she provides. Overall, the Ephemera batch is not really too insane this time around, especially with the 5 stars. We also have Skahak being present here, so many people are going to be plus in merging him, as he's a pretty popular merge project, so this can basically help you get to that plus 10. And he does provide you the attack defense ideal at 5 star. And then we also have Rickard with that Florid Cane, which is going to be the Neotrace sword. So that is going to be a really nice sword on many of the dancers. So that is the fodder that you can get out of him. Then we've got Saizo, who does provide you with Poison Strike, Hendru providing you with Ignis, and then finally Stall providing you with the Swap as their main skills for the fodder. So the Ephemera lineup this time around I think is a bit whelming, honestly. Could have been a lot better. And we also have some other changes. So in Aether Raids, they are going to be making Dark Shrine upgradable to level 10, and we're going to be getting 2 new songs in Keep Marching On from Shadow Dragon and Preparations theme from Fire Emblem Engage, which definitely goes pretty hard. We have already seen the 8-bit accessories from the FEH channel, and Summoner Duels is also being updated, so now the highest favor level is going to be 2800, and they're going to be making changes to Summoner Duels S as well. So now you're not going to be going down the tier no matter what tier you're in. So your tiers are not going to be decreasing, but it's only going to be there for the people who do not have glory at 6,500 to 7,300, because if you're in that score range, if you're in the top tiers, then the glory is going to be resetting after each season. So they have done this change most likely because people are probably coasting in the tier 13. So in Summoner Duels S and in Summoner Duels R, we have these threshold tiers where you cannot really go below them, and the highest possible threshold tier up until this point was tier 13. So once people would reach tier 13, they would just do one match, surrender, and get the reward. So they probably don't want people coasting, and this is just their way of incentivizing people to play more of Summoner Duels S, because the player turnout in Summoner Duels S is definitely not really all that high. So you can climb a lot easily now if you do care about this game mode, as you're not going to be going down the tier if you're going to be climbing up. And we are also going to be having Hans, Winter Bruno, and New York Yarn added into the Grail pool. We already know that they are going to be increasing the hero merit from 8,000 to 9,000 from the FEH channel, and they're going to be having the names from Fire Emblem Heroes and Engage added to the profile card. Selena is going to be having her weapon changed to match its description. So basically, I believe that she's supposed to heal up HP even if she's not, within 3 spaces of any kind of ally. So that is the change that they're going to be doing. And they're also going to be updating the art of Winter Cordelia. It might be a bit hard to tell what exactly they are changing, but basically there's this kind of shadow like behind Selena's leg, which is kind of like a dark bluish color. Yep, so that is the change that they're going to be doing. Glad to see that they're finally playable now. This update is going to be adding Focus Charge as a part of summoning, and I did talk about this in my FEH channel video, so if you're interested in hearing my thoughts and the in-depth explanation, then you can definitely check out the FEH channel coverage which I did. So basically, Focus Charge is going to be giving you the charges each time you summon a Pity Breaker, and if you summon 3 Pity Breakers and this is fully lit up, then you're going to be setting your 5-star non-focus rate to 0%, and the next 5-star you summon is guaranteed to be a focus unit. So that is basically what the Focus Charges does, and we're also going to be having the changes to the Legendary Hero bonus in Arena. So I also discussed this in the FEH channel. So basically, you're going to be able to get the highest possible score with your team if you have the bonus Legendary unit of that season, and that is going to be making it so that you don't really have to fish with your dueling crest. And you're also going to be getting the insurance when you lose a unit in an arena match. So 1 unit loss is going to be allowed per match if you have that bonus legendary unit. So again, I did explain this in depth in my FEH channel coverage. We're also going to be getting new arena maps. And that is pretty much going to be it for this update and the new refines and stuff. So let me know in the comments what do you think about this update and which refine are you looking forward to the most. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, helps me tremendously. And if you really enjoyed, you could always support me directly by using super thanks down below or by becoming a YouTube member. And for more FEH videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because YouTube sub boxes are about as easy to figure out as the art changes that they have in these updates. So with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.